One of the biggest myths about storyboarding is that you need to be an amazing artist. The truth? You don't. Storyboarding is about communicating ideas clearly, not creating perfect artwork. Here's the most important thing to understand. Storyboard drawings are about clarity, not beauty. Your goal is to communicate what's happening in the scene, and that's it. Professional storyboard artists often draw quickly and simply. They use basic shapes, simple lines, and rough sketches. Why? Because storyboards are planning tools, not final art. They're meant to be understood quickly and changed easily. So if you're worried about your drawing skills, relax. If you can draw basic shapes, circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, you can create storyboards. Every complex drawing starts with simple shapes. This is the secret that professional artists use. To draw a person, start with basic shapes, a circle for the head, an oval or rectangle for the body, lines for arms and legs, and that's it. You've drawn a person. To draw a face, place 2 dots for the eyes, a small line or curve for a nose, and a curved line for a mouth. Simple. For objects and settings, break everything down into basic shapes. A house, a rectangle with a triangle on top. A tree, a circle on top of a rectangle. A car, 2 rectangles and 2 circles for wheels. When you think in shapes, drawing becomes much easier. You're not trying to draw every detail. You're creating a clear representation that people can understand. Stick figures are perfectly acceptable in storyboards. Many professional storyboard artists use stick figures, especially when sketching quickly. To make stick figures more expressive and useful, you can add a few simple details. A circle for the head, a line with a curve for the body to show posture, and bent lines for arms and legs to show movement. The key is making your stick figures clear and readable. Use different sizes to show different characters. Use poses and gestures to show what they're doing. Even with simple faces, you can show emotions. This is important for storyboarding because characters' feelings drive the story. For a happy face, curve the mouth upward and maybe add a curved line under the eyes. For a sad face, curve the mouth downward, maybe angle the eyebrows down. For an angry face, angle the eyebrows inward and downward, making the mouth a straight or jagged line. For a surprised face, make the eyes bigger, larger circles. Open the mouth into an O shape. You don't need realistic details. Simple changes in eyebrows, eyes, and mouth can communicate clear emotions. Storyboards need to show motion, not just poses. Here are simple techniques. Motion lines show direction and speed. Draw a few curved lines behind a moving object or character to show they're moving. More lines means faster movement. Arrows are incredibly useful. Draw an arrow to show where someone is moving, where they're looking, or what path an object takes. Multiple positions can show movement within one panel. Draw the character or object in light lines at the start position, then darker lines at the end position. Body language shows action even in a still drawing. A character leaning forward looks like they're running. Arms raised shows excitement. Hands on hips shows confidence. Understanding basic perspective helps your storyboards look more realistic and professional, but you only need the simple version. Things that are closer to the camera look bigger. Things that are farther away look smaller. That's the fundamental rule. For a simple room or hallway, you can draw lines that angle inward as they go back in the distance. This creates depth. For characters at different distances, draw the closer person larger and the person farther away smaller. You don't need perfect perspective. Just remember, bigger closer, smaller further away. In a storyboard sequence, try to keep your characters recognizable from panel to panel. If one character is taller, keep them taller in every panel. If they wear a hat, Include the hat in every panel. Consistency helps viewers follow the story. They should recognize characters and settings, even with simple drawings. Here's a helpful trick. Give characters simple, distinguishing features. Maybe one has curly hair, another has straight hair. Maybe one wears glasses. These simple details help a lot. There's no shame in using a reference. Professional artists use references all the time. If you need to draw a car, look at a photo of a car and simply draw what you see into basic shapes. If you're not sure how a person looks when they're running, look up a running pose and simplify it. Reference helps you understand what you're drawing, even if your final drawing is simple. In professional storyboarding, speed is important. You need to get your ideas down quickly so the story can be planned and revised. Don't spend 30 minutes perfecting one panel. Spend 2 to 5 minutes per panel with rough, clear drawings. You can always revise later. Practice drawing quickly. Set a timer and try to sketch a simple scene in just a few minutes. The more you practice, the faster you'll get. Here are some ways to improve your storyboard drawing. Practice drawing people in different poses: standing, sitting, running, reaching. Use basic shapes and stick figures. Practice drawing simple expressions: happy, sad, angry, surprised, scared. Just use circles for heads and simple features. Practice drawing simple environments: a room, a street, a forest. Use basic shapes and simple perspective. Remember, storyboarding is about clear communication, not perfect art. Use basic shapes, keep it simple, show emotions and movement, and don't worry about making it look perfect. The best storyboard artists aren't necessarily the best technical drawers. They're the best visual storytellers. They know how to communicate ideas clearly and quickly. Grab your paper and pencils and start practicing today.